back to my channel. So today we are doing a textured ponytail tutorial. This is such a fun and easy hairstyle. It's definitely one of my go-tos. I think it looks so cool with so many different outfits. And once you wrap your head around the technique, it's actually super easy to do and very hard to mess up. So my aim with today's tutorial is to not have a sad and limp little ponytail like I had when I was in primary school, but instead have one that has like oomph. So I want volume, I want texture, I want big bouncy curls, and I want something that's gonna last the entire day. Okay, so I'm gonna start today's tutorial by pulling this front triangle of my hair forward. This whole thing here, I've got like sort of shorter pieces there, not quite bangs, but sort of like bangs. And I'm gonna take some blow dry mist, just a little bit, and pop it on these front pieces. Then just with a little comb, I'm gonna blow dry this forward. Next up, I'm parting these and then getting one of these blow dry brushes and blow drying them back into my face like this. Next up, I'm going to separate the lower part of my hair and clip that all away. And I want to take this out so I can clip my luxies into there. A quick spritz of working texture spray. Then I'm just going to tease it a little bit, not too much. And I'm taking these pieces, I'm not placing them how I normally would. I am basically just clipping them on top of each other in the back of my hair. Obviously you can skip this step if you have long, thick, voluptuous hair, but I do not, so I need my extensions to help me out a little bit. Okay, so basically what I've got now is all of my extensions just clipped in towards the back, so I've got a lot more to work with there for a ponytail. It really doesn't matter that I've got short little diddly pieces towards the front at the moment because they're all gonna go back. What I do want to do now is create a lot more texture and some waves in my hair. So I'm going to take one of these curling irons. I just got this one and I'm obsessed with it. It's by Hot Tools Professional. It's got a little clamp going on, and what I'm going to do is just kind of roughly, it doesn't have to be too perfect, is take little bits of hair, leave the last little inch or two out. This is going to create a much more beachy kind of cool effect. If you do put the end bit into the curl, it's going to look a lot more feminine and like beautiful, I guess, but I'm going for that more like textured, beachy, relaxed vibe. See how this end bit here is just staying like a little spike? That's going to look really cool down the track. That's actually a really good tip for a lot of other hairstyles as well. If you want that beachy, relaxed look that looks like you've kind of dipped your hair into the water on the ends, just leave the last bit free, or you can straighten them at the end. You barely need to keep it in there for like a few seconds, because you just want to kind of kink them. And on the other side, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to bring all the curls towards the back of my face, so both directions. So now I have the entirety of my head in nice loose waves. What I'm going to do now is pop it into a ponytail. So first thing I want to do to give this a little bit of oomph is take the hair from the crown of my head here, and I'm going to use a little bit of volumizing powder just in the roots there. So next thing I'm doing is I'm separating the top piece that I've just teased, and I'm going to grab just the back part of the ponytail here, and I'm going to put this in its own little ponytail to begin with. And you can pull this really nice and tight so it sits there really firmly. Doesn't matter if you've got some extensions showing through there because we're going to move all this to the back. And I'm going to take this and pin it to the ponytail, just with a little bobby pin. And while you're doing this, you can kind of start to pull out the top a little bit so you've got some volume there. There we go. I find it helps if you give it a little bit of a twist so that your whole piece sort of stays together when you pin it. With these side pieces here, I want to put a little bit of volume powder and just kind of rough it up a little bit. And same thing, I'm going to take the side pieces and pin them towards the ponytail. And you could pretty much leave the house just like that with kind of a twisted ponytail going on. But I do want to finish off this ponytail entirely. So what I'm going to do is a little bungee around it. If you don't have a proper hook and bungee at home, you can very easily make one with 2 bobby pins and an elastic in the middle. So this is pretty much what you're aiming for. So what I want to do now is grab this bobby pin, put it in underneath the ponytail there, and then stretch this elastic around as many times as you kind of can to make it super tight. And then you want to pop the bobby pin in again. Now this is just a much better way of holding up a large volume of hair. It's going to make it pop upwards rather than being all like limp and sad like with normal elastics. So now at this point, I like to take out some of the bobby pins that I've got in there in the first place and just leave my little bungee cord. But you can see there, I've already got a pretty decent ponytail happening. Next, I'm grabbing a piece of hair anywhere from my ponytail and I'm going to wrap that around the ponytail itself so that you hide the little elastics and bobby pins. And now the only thing left for me to do is brush it through the ponytail and put a little bit of salt spray in there. And voila! That is my final ponytail. You can see it's got that messy, big texture. It's definitely looking a lot more bouncy than what I started with. And this is so tight and secure. It's going to last in there all day. I have absolutely no problem whipping my head around should I choose to do so. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. This is how I like to do my big textured ponytails. It's super easy, especially once you've done it 2 or 3 times. It just becomes second nature. So if you don't already do this, do give it a go and let me know what you think in the comments down below. I would love to hear some feedback from you guys. And if you did like this video, please leave it a thumbs up and consider subscribing because we have a bunch of these kind of videos on this channel and we also vlog. So if you don't already check out our vlogs, make sure you jump over into the vlog section and watch Kane and I goof around. I hope you have a fantastic night and I will see you in the next video. Bye!